First question to Rosanna. Please introduce yourself, position you're seeking, and how long you've been in real estate and your current brokerage.
Good morning. I'm Rosanna Garcia Realty, seeking president-elect position. I've been a realtor licensed since 1986, full-time practicing for over 25 years. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go down the list. Savannah?
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Savannah Nicole Hurst. I'm with eXp Realty. I'll be in the industry 8 years this November, and I am seeking the position of Treasurer Secretary.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brian McMartin with McMartin Realty. I was first licensed in 1988, and I'm seeking the position of director.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marin Haley. I am a broker associate with Compass. I've been in real estate for 12 years, and I am seeking a position on the board of directors.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Raj Singh. I've been in the industry for 10 years. I am with HomeSmart IQ Realty, and I'm seeking the position for a director.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sharon Robinson. I have been in real estate for 11 years now. I'm seeking the position of board of director for the Sacramento Association of Realtors. And I am currently a broker associate with HomeSmart iCare Realty.
Thank you. We'll start at the end. Mr. Twan?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tuan Tran. I'm a managing broker for 3T Homes, been in industry for 22 years, seeking a board of directors positions.
Good morning. My name is Mei Mei Hong. I've been in industry since 2017. I'm a residential business broker, team leader, and broker associate for Epic Realty, and I'm seeking a board director position.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marisol Tovar. I'm a broker owner for Terra Nova Realty. I've been in the business for 21 years, and I'm seeking a position for board of directors.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here. My name's Christian McGlade. I actually got my license December of 2019, and I am with Nick Zadig Sotheby's International Realty, and I'm seeking to be a board of director. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, everyone, for those amazing introductions. Now for the fun. Tell us one fun fact about yourself and that most members may not know. Starting with Sharon.
Okay. It may not be a fun fact for you, but it's a fun fact for me. One fun fact about me that most of you may not know is that I'm an avid reader. I read about 20 to 30 books a month.
Wow.
I don't really read anything of great substance. They're normally novels, thrillers, mysteries. I read every night before I go to bed. I'm a speed reader, and I absolutely love it. It's my way to get away from it all at the end of the day.
Thank you.
A fun fact about me is there's an Indian instrument called tabla, music instrument, and I learned to play it as a kid, and I can still play it. So that's the fun fact.
Nice.
My fun fact is I am a runner. Maybe it's not fun for most people, but I enjoy it. I've struggled through a few marathons, and only this year have I focused on trying to actually be a faster runner. So I finally got my first sub 2 hour half marathon.
I saw you afterwards. You were at Bacon Butter.
I am not a runner. I don't know. Fun fact. I can't really think of anything. I think it's interesting. I grew up at a very small farm. I'm a small farm boy. I think that's something that's kind of interesting. Is I just grew up in a very rural area, north of here. But
Nice.
I grew up in the Midwest. I'm a Midwestern girl. The population of the town was 15,000. I did not grow up on a farm, but all my friends practically did.
Fun fact is that before I came back to real estate, my family's real estate practice, I used to have 3 coffee shops for 10 years with 25 employees. And then when we sold, we traveled a whole year around the world.
Wow.
Oh,
My fun fact, I'm an open book, so let me think. So I was actually conceived through a genetic donor. And the reason I say that is because 10 years ago, I went to ancestry.com to see how Irish I was, not realizing it matched me with people. And all of these half siblings came up. So 9, 10 years later, I've discovered probably like 20 half siblings all over the country. So that's been pretty cool.
Nice.
Christian words.
Well, I do have a few fun facts, but it's the World Cup, right? So I was actually one of the pioneers at the Woodland High School to start the women's soccer. And every year I was voted the most loyal player. Okay, not the MVP, but the most loyal player. So that's my fun fact.
I don't know about fun facts, but I am always proud that I always been an entrepreneur, and being an entrepreneur since 26, I have built about 10 businesses, and that's how I actually learned how to work 12-hour shift and be able to get into real estate with no problems. So yeah, that's pretty much my fun fact. If you don't see me doing real estate, you'll see me at pickleball court.
One fun facts about me is that before I joined doing real estate, I wanted to pursue in becoming a pilot, a commercial pilot, down at the Sacramento Executive Airport. But that pursuit kind of stopped after having a family. So I think real estate is a lot better than pursuing a commercial pilot.
I love these fun fact. I got to know them a little bit better. Yes. What unique experiences, leadership quality, or perspective do you bring that will help advance SAR strategic plan? Rosanna?
I'm going to say that most heavy weighted on my experience in the industry and being in a family business. Also my leadership roles throughout the years for the last 20 years on the local, state, and and national levels. I think all of that is going to be very valuable to the association and moving it forward with the strategic plan.
Thank you. Savannah?
8 years ago, I joined Women's Council before I ever closed my first deal. So Women's Council has been with me throughout my whole journey in real estate. And I've served at the local and state level. I currently serve at the state level. And so the skills and tool sets I've learned in Women's Council will definitely help me in the position as treasurer secretary. And I also see the technology, the use of technology in social media spaces, inspiring and leading the next generation of leaders.
Thank you. Brian?
I started this business doing new home sales in 1988, and I have a very diverse background. I did new home sales for 7 years. I've worked for small brokerages. I've worked for very large brokerages. I have owned and operated my own small independent brokerage, and I'm currently a small independent brokerage. So I think my unique experiences is that I feel like that I have my experience is very diverse. I can speak for the small business owners.
Thank you. Miriam?
Well, I came into this building a few years ago because I cared deeply about the city of Sacramento, and I was seeing things that I didn't really like going on, our community's struggles. So I got involved here thinking I could get involved and just use my voice, maybe use my time and help our communities. So I've been chairing community outreach for a couple of years. And through that, I've learned so much more about how to serve this community by volunteering in different areas all over the greater Sacramento area, but just gaining a better understanding of what our struggles are and being able to use my voice on another committee with government relations and just being able to speak to people who are in power who can influence these decisions. So I just want to continue to use my voice here, using those skills that I've been learning over the years here and in my real estate business as well.
Thank you. Raj?
Samantha, can you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. What unique experiences, leadership quality, or perspective do you bring that will help advance SAR's strategic plan?
So I have extensive education in business and finance. I've done multiple leadership roles in this association and state association. I run #1 team in Sacramento, large team in Sacramento. As far as strategic plan for SAR, I think I can really help in non-member dues, which I've been helping. And I think I can also help with the AI and technology for the strategic plan. Thank you.
Thank you. Sharon?
Okay, so one of my greatest leadership qualities is listening, collaborating, and building consensus. As the association's current secretary treasurer and a member of several committees here at the association, I have developed a strong understanding of the operations here, the challenges, and the opportunities. I believe in listening to members, building consensus, and making informed decisions that strengthen member value. I also believe effective leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about bringing people together, evaluating different perspectives, and working towards solutions that serve the best interests of the membership.
Thank you. Juan?
So some of the experiences that I, bring to the Sacramento Social Realtors is that I am a owner broker for a small brokerage over there in 65th and Stockton. I'm also a nonprofit organizations that have been involved so many years and so forth. And also in many ways that really serve experiences for our members in whole. The experience that I gained from other organizations that really offsets some strategic plans that's available.
Through my business experience, I probably can provide the builder's mindset, like whether you're helping your clients to build wealth, helping agents to build their business, and helping organizations to help future leader. My mindset is always giving opportunities to give others. So I've been working with newer agents, experienced agents, partner with industry partners. I know every member has different needs. So be able to provide, through my experience, and provide, helping SAR to provide resources, leadership development, and connecting to give members opportunities in their business. So that's why I can be able to.
Thank you. And yourself?
Well, I'm a practicing real estate. I live, I breathe every day what's going on in the market. So I've been through all the ship markets probably. And I bring a very practical, like I said, I'm very practical. I am very experienced, and I think I can provide a lot of help to our new members. Being a mentor, not only for my brokerage, but I know I've done a lot of mentorship here at the SAR. And I just bring a practical, that's what we need. We need a practical approach to everything. The experience definitely counts, but also we need to make sure to involve our members. We want to make sure that they seek to us for any sort of help, that they seek to us if they have any questions, to be their back, always have their back for our membership.
Thank you. Christian?
I'd like to touch on 2 points of the strategic plan and how my experience relates. And the first one is building community influence. Part of the reason I got involved in the Sacramento Association of Realtors is because I just was fascinated on how local politics and policy as it relates to real estate affects our career and our clients. So when Luis and I were in the same office, I actually went to him and said, how can I get more involved? So he was a big portion of how I got on that route. And from there, I became chair of the Community Outreach Committee. I've served on the Legislative Committee, the Local Candidate Recommendation Committee, and I've been able to go to these types of events that we get to meet with our local politicians who have influence on our policy and how it affects us. And And also as a CAR director, I've been able to also meet with some of our local candidates and assembly members as well to advocate for some of our local policies. So that experience is one aspect on how I believe I can contribute towards our strategic plan. The second point is a Realtor Action Fund. I currently chair the Realtor Action Fund Committee for the association. It's my second or third year on the committee, I think. And from helping spearhead the fundraisers, from going around to different brokerages, promoting the Realtor Action Fund, promoting it at main meetings, I think that experience as well has really helped me be prepared for the position I'm running for now to really help advocate for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for communicating your experience as well as leadership qualities. The strategic plan is the way that SAR delivers value to its members. With that said, in one sentence, what do you believe is the greatest value Sacramento Association of Realtors provides to its members? We'll go with Twan and then come down.
I think the biggest value that we can provide to members is really educations here, and really having involved with a lot of members coming in here to really understands what's new rules and regulations that can take place. Education is really important because we really want to update all the laws that's coming in place. As you know, as real estate has transformed so much from the NAR situation and so forth. So I think having a hub here as SAR really make a big difference in educating the newcomers and even the experienced one, getting updates on information that's available on the market.
Thank you.
That's good. I think I will piggyback with Swan as well too. And SAR, if I need to do one sentence, I would say SAR is really bring us and realtor together through educations, do relationship advocacies to help us grow professionally and also help better serve our clients. Thank you.
I think one sentence is SAR brought us to collaborate. We've been collaborating with a lot of civilian organizations, and I don't know who said, but stronger together. And I feel that has been a huge impact by signing the understanding memorandum. And I think that's one of the biggest things that SAR has brought and has taught us, how to better ourselves. And I just feel the collaboration has been great. So
Thank you.
There we go. I think SAR's biggest asset, it kind of involves my last statement, is community influence and the relationships we build with local leaders who do influence policy and legislation that really affect our business, our bottom line, and our clients' bottom line.
Thank you. Rosanna?
I think we're all going to be along the same lines, but definitely SAR's greatest value is the ability to unite us as professionals and to come together for stronger advocacy, business resources, education, and innovation. And it's something that individuals could not achieve on their own. And they need to realize that we are stronger together. And by the way, that was Franco.
Yes.
So it's really important. I think that that's the message that we really need to get out to our members, that they have to understand that we're bigger, we're better, we're stronger when we're all together, united, and moving in the same direction forward and advocating for ourselves and our clients.
Thank you. Rana?
SAR empowers its members through advocacy, education, and community. And I think everything that we do branches off from those three things.
Thank you.
I think the single most important thing that SAR does for its members and for the community is government advocacy. I think it's kind of very much it's not recognized as how important it is. We have an amazing advocate with Erin Teague and her team, and both local, state, and national level. I mean, we have a housing act that was supposed to be signed today, but we'll see. But, I was talking with Franco yesterday, we were both on this local and the state level, we're very much involved in that. And in this advocacy helps protect property rights and property owners in our area. Thanks.
Thank you. Miriam?
I'm going to echo some of these sentiments about advocacy. We have an amazing staff here, like a dream team that knows what they're doing. They know how to work with elected officials to influence the change that we need for our members. They have our members' backs when the members don't even know that they're doing it. They don't even know what they're protecting them from. And there's so many meetings that are happening behind the scenes. We're meeting with school board representatives. We're meeting with the mayor. We're meeting with senators, people who have great influence, and we're telling them what's important to people. I was talking to a very high elected person who didn't know that young families need down payment assistance and things like that. They just don't know. And so our members are benefiting from having this team of real advocates who are qualified to play this. I mean, politics kind of is a game. They need to know the rules and how to effectively make the change happen.
Thank you.
Raj?
Thank you. You said one sentence, right, Maurice?
Yeah.
I think the most important thing that SAR does is policing, monitoring, maintaining, elevating our realtor ethics. I think it's very important that we are ethical because our industry needs that right now, and we can do better for our clients. Thank you.
Thank you. Sharon?
I believe that SAR's greatest value is bringing a community of support, advocacy, education, and leadership opportunities that are off the chain.
Thank you. Okay. For our board of directors, the real estate industry continues to evolve rapidly through changing market conditions, technology, AI, and consumers' expectations. How should SAR evolve its education and professional development opportunities to ensure members remain competitive and successful? Christian? Sorry.
I think as it relates to technology and AI, let me start by saying I looked at the class calendar for what classes we offer. And up to this point in the year, I think we've had 1 to 2 classes that involved AI. I think we can really up that amount because it does change every day and it does affect our industry. I think our industry is so heavily in what's still important are relationships, market expertise, professionalism. So I think if we're able to really amplify our classes that teach AI to enhance those skills, not to replace us, but to enhance those skills that we know are already important, I think that would go a very long way.
Same question for Miriam.
I think that SAR is providing a lot of resources for the changing market, but it's changing so quickly that we're all going to have to adapt. And I think having a board that understands the changes that are needed and how our world is changing is really important. So out in the field, I received lots and lots of offers with contracts that aren't filled out even correctly, and with all the changes with the commissions and all of the buyer broker agreements, all the things that have changed, a lot has been lost just of the basics of real estate. So I think SAR providing just education on contracts, even the basics, is still really important.
Thank you. Who is it? Tuan, since you're a broker, same questions. How should SAR evolve its education and professional development opportunities to ensure members remain competitive and successful?
I think what we have so far has been great in regards to training some of the new agents involved or the new members that's going to be involved and really adapting the new technologies. Everything is moving so fast and so quickly. We are slowly implementing those programs into our trainings. Let's say during the COVID sessions, we had to fill out those crazy COVID forms, right? And we're slowly adapting to them and so forth. But I think we have to implement more those programs into it so we can train the newer generations of members that's going to be realtors, and also keeping the old folks in the sense of back in those days, we want to make sure that's taking place as well. So the practical side and the new technologies also taking hands in hands.
Thank you.
Sharon, association membership must continuously demonstrate value. If elected, what is one existing SAR program or service you would improve, expand, or rethink to better serve today's realtor?
Okay, I have a few notes here. If elected, I would focus on expanding SAR's member engagement and feedback process to ensure our programs, services, and educational offerings continue to meet the evolving needs of today's realtors. We can further strengthen member value by using data, surveys, trends, and direct member input to better understand which programs are most impactful, where gaps exist, and what new resources members need to remain competitive. Ultimately, the best way to improve any program or service is to continually listen to our members.
Okay, same question for Marisol.
What Sharon said, I think we do need more membership empowerment. We do need to include, and everything starts at the local, not only at the local board, but also at the brokerages. So as business and broker owners, it starts with us, definitely. But I feel that there's just a lot of work that we still have to do. We are in a shifting market still, even though people say, oh, we're not in a shifting, but every day is a shift market. So definitely keep our members informed of every single thing that comes up. Do a little bit more classes, for our members, more focus on AI. I feel like it's just moving so fast that I don't even know. I mean, there's so much stuff going on, and I just feel that we do need to, number one, be transparent, keep our members informed, and membership empowerment. We do need to make sure they come on board and they know what we do. So tell our stories out there, and that way they know.
Thank you. And then Raj.
Can you repeat the question, Maurice, please?
Yes. If elected, what is the one existing SAR program or service you would improve, expand, or rethink to better serve today's realtors?
So the one service I would improve, expand, or make it better would be the realtor retail store. I think it has so much potential. I was on the task force that was reimagining the retail store, and I think it has so much potential to provide more resources, more effective things, resources for realtors. And I think, yeah, we can definitely make it better.
Thank you.
Thank you. Volunteer leadership is the foundation of SAR. What ideas do you have to inspire newer members and future leaders to become more involved in committees, events, or volunteer services? Savannah. Keep you guys on your toes.
Incorporating apps that are out there right now that we all use day to day and how we can incorporate it in real estate, I think would be the next frontier for us to explore. Because, for instance, like you probably heard it a few times, but DoorDash, you can DoorDash food, you can DoorDash items to your house. You can use Instacart for groceries and such. So why can't we use that maybe for the SAR store and DoorDash open house signs to your business if you realize you need open house signs, or a sign-in sheet? Now, I know our store is not open on the weekends, but we could always change and adapt. But yeah, at least during the weekday hours, if you're at your office and you need something, why not dash it? You don't have to come all the way to SAR to get it.
On that note, I was at an event and we were we ran out of supplies to give out because it was so busy. My agent sent an Uber to my partner's house and told her son to leave it outside, 2 big boxes of merchandise we're going to give away. So the Uber driver picked it up and brought it to our booth where we're at the park. I thought that was the most amazing thing. I didn't know you can send an Uber driver to pick up stuff for you. So I thought that was amazing. So that was an aha moment this year that I learned. So thank you for that. Next, same question. May, what ideas do you have to inspire newer members and future leaders to become more involved in committees, events, and volunteer service?
I think through my experience, people get involved because they want to feel like they're welcome. They want to feel like there's a purpose to get involved. So more intentional outreach, and SAR has done multiple things great too, but just continue to have intentional outreach, continue to have, those networking events or meaningful volunteer events that newer member can have a meaningful opportunities to join. So our successful, me as well too, as a leader, I joined those different events or networking opportunities and find there's a meaning to that. And that's why I get involved so many years with SAR. So I think that the intentional outreach is very important and be able to continue to connect and have them grow and build future leaders.
Thank you. To our community outreach chair, Ms. Miriam, same questions. What ideas do you have to inspire newer members and future leaders to become more involved in committees, events, or volunteer service? Because I've seen your chat.
Yeah. On community outreach, we've tried to do one event in the community every month. And what we've kind of experienced in doing that is the more involved you choose to be, the more involved you feel and the more connected you feel to your community. So as I move on to different positions, I would love to encourage a very large percentage of our members to be involved in our community. So right now we do a one event every month, volunteering at Loaves and Fishes or St. John's or places just all around town that we can see the struggles of our city. And I've just seen the members of our committee just become so enriched by spending time together as professionals and spending time serving our communities. And so I would love to inspire people in a large percentage to get engaged here at SAR. 10% of our members every year volunteering in the community. That would be 750 people. That seems very doable to me. Also, I think people need to be involved with what's going on in our government, what new laws are being passed, what taxes might affect our clients and even ourselves. And I would love to encourage and inspire people to do that.
Thank you. Maurice?
Okay, and this is for Brian. Community engagement strengthens both our profession and our association. How can SAR continue to increase its visibility and demonstrate realtor value to consumers throughout the Sacramento region?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Okay, and this is for Brian.
Okay.
How can SAR continue to increase its visibility and demonstrate realtor value to consumers throughout the Sacramento region?
That's a good question. Through the community. I think what we had talked about before, we need to be able to stand out in any kind of marketing that we're doing. I think a lot of times the community doesn't really understand what we're doing, and we need to find a way to express our value that are out there. I don't have the answer, and I just I think that we need to just find a way to stand out a little bit better on that. I don't think I answered the question, but
I think you did a good job. Same question for Christian. Sure. How can SAR continue to increase its visibility and demonstrate realtor value to consumers throughout the Sacramento region?
So I think that's two parts. I think one, getting more involvement of other realtor and preferred partner members to then do that is the first step. And I think getting broker manager buy-in of the association, what it provides is a huge part of that. The second step is, I think, really promoting those programs like the Home Buyer Expo to those broker managers so that then they can share it with their agents that then help the community. Promoting the programs like the Community Outreach Committee, which you've done a really amazing job, really taking it to another level. So kudos for that. But I really think getting that broker manager buy-in to then get more involvement, to then push these events out to the community is very important.
Okay. And then the same question for Rosanna.
I was going to ask to comment. So, I mean, I have so much to say about, our exposure in the community. And I mean, even looking at a public relations director, every big organization has a public relations director that's out there in front saying the realtors are doing this, the realtors are doing that. I mean, we do so much in our community and we're kind of like always in the shadow. Like we're at every event. We're at every political event. We're top 10 donors in the whole region of Sacramento through our charitable foundation. I mean, our list of accolades goes on and on and on in terms of the support that we give our region and our communities, but yet people don't know. Our members don't even know. And I think that it goes to that we need to have more public relations. We need somebody out there screaming from the top of the mountain, telling everybody, did you know that you're doing that because your local real estate association, Sacramento Association of Realtors, was behind that action? Do you know that you're here getting the $10,000 grant for your next purchase on your property because the Sacramento Association of Realtors put that together? I mean, it's a problem because we are at the forefront of community giving, philanthropy, action, advocacy, everything. And it's like, I always tell everybody, don't be a secret agent. Tell people what you do. Well, that's what we can't be secret agents anymore. We have to be out there tooting our own horns because it's way overdue, way overdue.
Thank you.
To say it. Thank you, Rosanna.
Advocacy remains one of the association's most important responsibility. From all you guys is one sentence answer, right? How would you encourage greater member participation in the Realtor Action Fund, calls for action, local advocacy efforts? How would you encourage our members to be more involved and give in? So I know Christian's answer already, so let's go to Sharon.
Thank you. Okay, as a current member of the Realtor Action Fund Committee, I have really learned a lot. It's too bad everybody can't just join that committee because you just learn how great it is and the things that SAR is doing through the Realtor Action Fund. Some of them are protecting private property rights, advancing issues that impact realtors and consumers. When members understand all of this, they would definitely contribute to the Realtor Action Fund more. But I didn't understand until, I paid into the Realtor Action Fund before I got on that committee, but I didn't really understand what they did. So the realtors just don't know. So there should be a way where we can get the word out and let them know, really let them know what it's doing. Maybe point to some of the things that we have achieved, that sort of thing.
I like that. Same questions to Maymay. How would you encourage our member participations in the Realtor Action Fund and calls for action or local advocacy efforts?
So I think that many won't know what impact until it actually impact your own business, right? So for me, Realtor Action Fund doesn't really mean anything to me when I first joined because I don't understand it. But until you actually get to SAR and really learn and listen to the storytellings of, amazing community and, that we have to really tell us and really be there, to be the first sight. Listen, knowledge your business, and really help your industry, help your own business to advocate. So having that, and just mainly, education, storytelling, continue to be out there to continue to advocate on that. That's super important to encourage.
Thank you. Savannah, same question.
I'm going to piggyback off of May's response, because when it does affect our own businesses, that's when we start to become curious and want to learn more about it. And if we just talk about it more and how it affects our personal businesses. So if they do put a fee on all the open house signs for however many you choose to put in the neighborhood. If that were to actually come to fruition, I wouldn't have been as successful when I started out, because I started off my business with open houses. That's when I really hit the ground running. I was hosting open houses. Like 1 month I did like 16, and I had 20 signs, and I had no money at the time. So imagine if I had to pay so much money per sign, I would have been in the hole from the beginning. I would have felt so discouraged to even start, and I wouldn't be where I am today.
Thank you.
Okay, next question. Artificial intelligence, AI, and technology are rapidly changing how realtors conduct business. What role will SAR play in helping members responsibly adapt AI and emerging technology while maintaining professionalism and consumer trust? And I'm gonna start with Twan.
I think to answer that question, we have to look at our current procedure right now. Is like everything we've done so far has been great. Now we just need to adapt this new technology because it's moving so fast. We have to encourage more classes that can take place, and then really encourage a lot of members to really deep dive into back then when ChatGPT was first coming out. People don't understand what ChatGPT is. Now there's all kind of AI that's out there that we probably don't even know half of them yet. So I would say still have the practical side that we have, and also adapt the new technologies that we take place. So slowly we're really transitioning into really adapting to the new market.
Thank you.
Okay, then I have the same question for Rosanna.
So, excuse me. So I know that, taking, for example, MetroList, right now they're coming out with many new tools via AI. I'm one of their beta testers right now, so I'm like doing the things that they're asking to do to see if it's going to work out. But excuse me, just staying at the forefront. I think that providing more education on AI is going to be really great in engaging more of our members, because that's the wave of the future, right? So we have to provide what people need at the time to be successful in their business. Was there another part to the question?
Nope, that's good.
No, that's actually perfect.
Is that it? Okay. All right. Thank you.
And then I have the same question for Ross, since you're heading non-dues and part of the technology.
Maurice, just to make sure the question is about AI and being responsible with it, right?
Correct. While maintaining the professionalism and consumer trust.
Can I borrow your nose, Michelle? She has a good answer. Yes, so AI is everywhere. We pull out our phones and ask Google Gemini a question, ChatGPT. Me and Savannah were just talking about it. Being responsible with it as a realtor is important. I think we can maybe do, how we do a simulation where we put different scenarios. If this is going to work out, maybe we can do a simulation of that and send it out to our members just so that they can play around and see in different scenarios how we're using AI. And if we are being responsible with it, or if we are breaking any of our ethics. So integrating it with our ethics is important so that we're using the AI responsibly. AI is important, but we have to use it responsibly.
And I just want to add something to that in regards to this question. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are aware of deepfakes. There's different tools out there for you to be able to identify if it's a deep fake or not. But one that was suggested to me was Norton Genie. So if you want to be able to verify a deep fake or not, Norton Genie, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other different platforms. Okay.
Thank you. Consumers have more choices than ever when selecting an agent. How can SAR help elevate professionalism, ethics, and public confidence in realtors? Starting with Christian.
Well, I think leading by example is the first step. And I think if we see a fellow realtor, whether it's on the other side of the transaction or a colleague, maybe creeping into a gray area or a red area, I think sitting them down, talking to them one-on-one, saying, listen, this is why we shouldn't be doing that. Maybe use this approach instead, really goes a long way. And then if we see it maybe continue, then taking the appropriate steps. But I think leading by example and just having respectful conversations and sitting down with people and saying, hey, there's a different way to do this, and that's correct. And this is why we do that.
Love it. Thank you. Marisol, same question.
Can you repeat the question again?
How can SAR help elevate professionalism, ethics, and the public confidence in realtor?
I think the first thing is that we need to make sure the public understands that a realtor is not the same as a licensee. So we need to elevate the professionalism. Also, I feel like we do need to have a little bit more classes, maybe start, I know we have our mandatory ethics class, but we do need to probably implement other classes, maybe like an academy, to elevate our professionalism. And I feel that it's not a mandatory, but like a volunteer. And I think it starts from us. We want the consumers to know that they can trust that we're not just a transactional commission and that's it. That we're here to help them out, to guide them and to make the best decision. So I think they do need, they always have the ad campaigns about what a realtor does, but we do need to show them by example. And always, raise our level, raise our professional bar for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Brian, same question. Since you've been in there a long time.
Yes, I've served on grievance for 8 years and I'm on pro standards. To that point, it's always, I agree completely with the lead by example. I think that's the best way to do it. However, I think we're all seeing a little bit of eroding in the professionalism with some agents. And, I've been thinking about this as like, we can all say what we want to do and aspire on this, but I remember when MetroList had made it suddenly easier to turn in bad behavior. I mean, because it was kind of, not only was it a little bit of a complicated process, but it was just, they made it easy to say, they're doing this wrong. Can you correct this? Because I have clients calling me on this listing that was improperly put out there. I think we need to try to come up with something else with realtors too, because many times we see bad behavior and we don't turn it in. And it continues. And when it continues and they see it happening more and more, it's going to continue to happen. I think we need to also work with MetroList and find a way to anonymously turn in agents when we see bad behavior versus just overlook it. And because once people know that there's consequences, I think they might act better, or also they just might be educated that they're doing bad behavior.
Thank you. I like the MetroList that has the report button. I think SAR should have a report button too.
Yeah, I think that was the best thing that MetroList ever did, because it's super simple.
Yeah.
And we need to simplify it to report bad behavior.
Thank you so much. Next one would be Secretary Treasurer Maurice.
And this one's for Savannah. Serving as an executive officer requires a significant commitment beyond regular board service, including additional meetings, leadership responsibilities, CAR director obligations, and representing the association. How will you balance your business, personal commitments, and the increased leadership responsibilities while remaining fully engaged in serving the membership?
Three things: intentional time management. I live off my Google Calendar now. If it's not on my calendar, it doesn't exist. Clear priorities. So I need to sit down and think, is this the main priority I need to do today? If not, then I need to figure out what is. And then I have a strong support system. Sean, my better half, he is also a real estate agent, and I put a lot on him, and he is happy to help me when I can't have 4 arms or, 8 legs. So if I didn't have him, then I wouldn't be here. And I have been balancing for the last 7 years, Women's Council and real estate, and SAR came 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So I have been doing it for a few years now. So, I just keep doing what I'm doing.
Thank you. Ms. Rosanna, President-elect served as both a strategic leader and a future president. What leadership experiences best prepares you to lead SARs through today's evolving real estate landscape?
So starting with family, right? Everybody knows Eva. Learned by a great example, great mentor. It's experience that comes from living and breathing real estate for your whole entire life. Real estate is in our blood. Leadership is in our blood. Volunteering is in our blood. I check all the boxes for what's needed to lead the organization, coupled with business experience, being a realtor for over 25 years, and then also leadership in California Association, National Association of Realtors, and Women's Council, which Women's Council is the best battleground for preparing you for everything, as Savannah has demonstrated. So yeah, we're ready.
Thank you. Maurice?
The president-elect works closely with volunteer staff and leadership. How would you approach difficult conversations and conflicts while maintaining professionalism, transparency, and trust?
So in my role as California president for Women's Council of Realtors in 2021, I oversaw 32 chapters, what we refer to as networks, 1,200 members, 10 district vice presidents, and 28 committees. And we don't have staff. So in having that role, you come into much conflict. And then half of my tenure was during the pandemic. So it was online, in person, online, in person. So ever changing during that time, you have to be adaptable, which we were. And in terms of conflict, you have to, what I tell everybody all the time, and also in my national position as a national liaison for the Women's Council of Realtors, I oversaw the central region, which was 10 states in the central region. So if you can imagine dealing with 10 different states and all of their leadership problems, there's always something that comes up. And so you have to always go back to your mission and vision of the organization and your bylaws and standing rules. So whenever people try to circle around and tell you why, and this is what happened, and I always pull everybody back to the mission and vision and the bylaws. What does it say? This is what runs your organization, and this is how you're going to manage the conflict. You have to live by what your mission, vision, and bylaws say. And if you do that, then you don't have to worry about a lot of conflict. But once you divert from the plan and the mission, vision, and bylaws, that's when you see conflict. But you just have to lead by example. Stay calm, be gracious, understand that everybody here is a volunteer. We're all volunteering our time, taking away. So you can't impeach anybody, even though sometimes you want to get rid of them, but it's not the case because everyone's a volunteer, right? So you have to learn to work with tons of personalities and learn how to manage all the highs and lows, all the emotions. I mean, it's a lot. Like we say in Women's Council, leadership is not for sissies. It's a lot because you're dealing with a lot of personalities and a lot of emotions. And you just have to be very cognizant of people's time, people's volunteering, and also their feelings.
And
Thank you.
that was a very, very clear strategy. And just wanted to add one thing. National Women's Council is an extremely strong group. So her, casually dropping that, her position, is actually a huge flex. If you haven't been to an NAR meeting, once you go there, you'll see a world of a difference.
Thank you. I think you've answered the other question that I had, so I'm going to jump onto B. The real estate industry continues to experience legislative, legal, and consumer changes. What do you believe will be the association's biggest challenge over the next 3 years, and how would you help position SAR to successfully meet that challenge, Rosanna?
So as we know, member attrition, right? It ebbs and flows depending on the market. We'll see people come in, we'll see members leave. Member engagement. So as I've learned in Women's Council, the stronger the leadership is a direct reflection on the higher member engagement. Because when your members see strong leadership, focus, goals, innovation, return on investment, results, members get engaged because they want to be a part of what's successful. Okay, that's one thing. Two, I think that we need to do what we've been saying all along. I think that reaching out, maybe going on listening tours as a leadership team to go directly speak to agents where they are to find out what it is that they need from their association. And also, like everybody has been saying, to do storytelling, to tell them the value of their membership, to give them the value of their investment in RAF, RPAC. I think that we just need to do a better job of that because, as you all know, we see the same people all the time, and all of us are all going to be in the business, right? Because these are your leaders in the industry. These are the people that are producing. But what about the guy that, what about Savannah when she first started out and she thought she wasn't going to make it in the business, right? But in our, what we say is, reach out and pull somebody forward because everybody needs a hand up somewhere.
Mhm.
And so I think it's incumbent upon all of us to reach out, tap people on the shoulder and say, hey, this is a place for you. If you want to be in the business for a long time, you need to be engaged and involved and you need to come and learn.
Thank you. Maurice?
I'm actually gonna go to the lightning round.
Okay.
And whoever wants to answer. Coffee or energy drink?
Coffee.
Sounds like a clean sweep.
Coffee.
Morning or night person?
Night.
Morning.
Night.
Morning. I think it's half and half there.
Night. Biggest leadership strength?
Patience.
Connecting people.
Showing up.
And it. Favorite SAR event?
YPM Mixer.
Our global summit.
Global Summit.
No, I'm hungry.
It's all about the food.
Which event has better food is the question.
Global, for sure.
Book, podcast, or mentor that has influenced you? Book, podcast, or a mentor?
Mentor.
You're asking for
Just
yeah.
which one do you prefer?
Mentorship.
Mentor.
And then one word that describes your leadership style.
That's my word.
Hey, the collaborating.
Round up, it's 2 words. I'll say upward.
I would say lead by example.
Leading first.
So 1 or 2 words. And then the final one,
The final one, I want everyone to say it in the mic, so we're gonna start one way or the other. And Maurice, what is the final one?
finish this sentence. Leadership means.
One word. Leadership means one word. So starting with one.
Collaboration.
Uh, 3 words.
One
The
word.
others succeed.
I will say collaboration as well.
Care.
Ooh.
Leadership means guiding people toward a shared goal.
Girl, one word.
Oh,
Yeah, oh.
okay, guiding people through collaboration.
Empowering.
One word. Open-minded.
Example.
Inclusive.
Serving.
That was a good word.
So you have 60 seconds. Share your closing remarks and everybody gets to share. You got 60 seconds, okay? So why should members place their confidence in you to help lead the Sacramento Association of Realtors into the future as a board of director or president-elect or secretary treasurer? So 60 seconds. Start with Sharon.
I plan to focus on the members if I am elected as board of director. Members are going to come first, and I'm going to try to do everything I can to help our membership and help it grow.
I have, like I said, sorry. Like I said, I have extensive education in business and finance, so I can read through the financial statements, find out if there is anything that we're missing. I have been in leadership roles with state as well as SAR. I've been heavily involved with YPN, so I know how to bring new members to the association, what they're looking for, how to be relevant in today's day with the AI and social media. I promise to be your voice and carry your message to the association, make things happen. So yes, that's all I'm gonna do.
Thank you. Erin?
I think people should vote for me because I do what I say I will do. I show up. I care deeply about my community. I am very good at prioritizing and getting things done. I'm a mom of 2 and I handle a busy real estate business and also chair community outreach, and I'm involved with government relations. These things are all very important to me and I handle them because they are a priority for me. So I will continue to prioritize the things that are important to our members and to our industry as a whole.
Thank you so much. Brian?
I have been volunteering now for SAR for over 20 years. I think I have demonstrated my commitment. I have a huge passion as a realtor. I was on grievance committee for 8 years. I was the chair of that. I was on Masters Club for about 8 years. I was president of that. And when I'm at the board meetings, I come prepared. I don't just show up. I'm prepared and ready to engage.
Thank you. Savannah?
I would like to be an example to the newer agents because I was in their shoes not too long ago, and just stick with it, stay in, get engaged, and you will get through it. You'll get past those first 4 years and renew that license. And I definitely started Women's Council with a lot of mentors that have been seasoned in the industry for a very long time. So I do listen more than I speak. And when I do have something to say, I'll say it and I don't repeat.
Thank you. Savannah?
I look forward to representing the Sacramento Association of Realtors and its members on a high level. My experience in the profession and my connections here locally, at the state level and at the national level will directly benefit all of us. And I look forward to continuing representing Sacramento Association on every level of leadership. And I'm excited to work with all these amazing people. Thank you.
Thank you. Christian?
I care about you, I care about your business, and I care about the consumer. And I think that's been shown over the past few years in my involvement in the local political scene to help protect your bottom line and the local legislative scene. Additionally, as my role I was one of the founding board members of the LGBTQ plus Real Estate Alliance, along with some other people here today. I think diversity of thought is so important, and being able to really have that dissenting voice in the room and not just be a yes man all the time, to really show what you think. We don't always have to agree, but if we're able to disagree respectfully for the better of the association and our membership, I think I've exemplified that. And I think continuing to do that's important. So thank you for having me, and thank you for your vote.
Thank you. Marisol?
Well, I live and breathe real estate, and I feel like as a business owner, I always have to be on top of things. And I understand the struggles that the new real estate agents are going through. I understand the ship markets. So I'm here to be the one-stop help for all those new agents. I feel membership, it's so important. You know, we need to involve them. We need to educate. We need to have more classes. And I mean, I'm transparent. I show up. I serve in 5 different committees at the SAR. Besides, I'm a treasurer for NORA, past president, and I give my time and I show up. You know, so if you want someone, that's why I'm asking for your vote, because I do get things done. I do participate, and I'm actively involved not only locally at the association, but also with my, friends, my realtor friends. So I'm there for them whenever they need me.
Thank you. May?
SAR has played a really important part in my real estate industry and have given me so many great opportunities to serve as a committee in DEI fair housing, YPN, Cantry. Now I'm serving as SAR YPN advisory board. So I have been giving so much opportunity to attend different events, and I have learned so much. And a person, for me, as a person that like to give back and be collaborative, I will be honored to serve as a board of directors to continue to listen and support all the members at SAR. So I'll be happy to have your vote for me as a board director. Thank you.
Juan?
If you vote for me, I will get things done. Make sure everything is anyone's. Make sure they are accountable in all fronts. Your voice are heard in every ways in regards to the consumers, in regards to members, and we want to make sure we have more members engagements going to better our associations. So looking forward towards your votes.
Thank you so much. So thank you to all the candidates for your willingness to serve and share your vision today. Leadership begins with service, and we appreciate every member who steps forward to make our association better. Please remember to cast your vote during the election period. Your participation helps shape the future of the Sacramento Association of Realtors.